In recent years, the conversation around non-monogamous relationships has gained significant traction, with celebrities like Ne-Yo and Nick Cannon leading the charge in normalizing alternative approaches to love and partnership. As societal attitudes toward relationships evolve, these high-profile figures have been candid about their experiences with non-monogamy, sparking discussions about love, commitment, and personal freedom. By sharing their perspectives, they are challenging traditional norms and encouraging a broader understanding of how relationships can function in the modern world. Their openness offers a glimpse into the complexities of balancing fame, personal values, and unconventional romantic arrangements, while also highlighting the diverse ways in which people define love. Ne-Yo, the Grammy-winning R&B artist known for hits like So Sick and Miss Independent, has been particularly vocal about his embrace of non-monogamy. In interviews, he has described his approach to relationships as one rooted in honesty, communication, and mutual respect. Ne-Yo, whose real name is Schaefer Chimere Smith, has emphasized that non-monogamy is not about recklessness or infidelity but about creating agreements that work for all parties involved. "For me, it's about being upfront and making sure everyone's on the same page," he shared in a recent discussion. "Love doesn't have to fit into a box. It's about what makes you and your partners happy." His perspective reflects a growing trend among celebrities who advocate for relationship structures that prioritize transparency over societal expectations. Ne-Yo's journey with non-monogamy has not been without challenges. The singer, who was previously married to Crystal Renee from 2016 to 2023, faced public scrutiny when their marriage ended amid allegations of infidelity. However, Ne-Yo has since clarified that his approach to relationships has evolved, and he now prioritizes open communication and consent. He has spoken about the importance of setting clear boundaries and ensuring that all partners feel valued and respected. "It's not about sneaking around, it's about building something real with people who understand and agree to the dynamic," he explained. His candidness has resonated with fans, many of whom appreciate his willingness to challenge conventional notions of monogamy. Similarly, Nick Cannon, the multifaceted entertainer known for hosting The Masked Singer and his extensive work in music, television, and film, has been an outspoken advocate for non-monogamous relationships. Cannon, who has fathered 12 children with 6 different women, has described his approach as one that prioritizes love and family over traditional relationship structures. "I don't believe in ownership when it comes to love," Cannon said in a recent interview. "I believe in connection, in building bonds that are authentic and meaningful." His philosophy is rooted in the idea that love is abundant and can be shared with multiple partners, provided there is honesty and mutual understanding. Cannon's high-profile relationships, including his marriage to Mariah Carey from 2008 to 2016, have kept him in the public eye, but his openness about non-monogamy has sparked both admiration and criticism. Some fans praise his transparency and commitment to co-parenting his children, while others question the practicality of his lifestyle. Cannon has addressed the criticism head-on, emphasizing that his relationships are built on trust and communication. "People might not understand it, and that's okay," he said. "What matters is that my partners and I are on the same page and my kids are loved and cared for." His approach highlights the importance of creating a supportive environment for all involved, particularly when children are part of the equation. The openness of stars like Ne-Yo and Cannon reflects a broader cultural shift toward accepting diverse relationship models. Non-monogamy, which encompasses practices like polyamory, open relationships, and consensual non-monogamy, is gaining visibility as more people explore alternatives to traditional monogamy. According to a 2021 study by the Kinsey Institute, approximately 10% of adults in the United States have engaged in some form of consensual non-monogamy, and the number is growing. Celebrities, with their platforms and influence, play a significant role in normalizing these conversations, helping to destigmatize relationship structures that were once considered taboo. Other stars have also contributed to the dialogue, sharing their own experiences with non-monogamy. For example, actress and singer Tinashe has spoken about the importance of flexibility in relationships, noting that rigid expectations can stifle personal growth. "Love is about freedom and allowing people to be who they are," she said in an interview. Similarly, actress Jada Pinkett Smith has been candid about her and Will Smith's evolving relationship, describing it as a life partnership that transcends traditional definitions. Their openness about exploring non-monogamy has sparked discussions about how long-term relationships can adapt to changing needs and desires. The public's reaction to these revelations is mixed, reflecting the complexity of the topic. On platforms like X, fans have expressed a range of opinions, from support for the star's authenticity to skepticism about the feasibility of non-monogamous arrangements. One user wrote, "Neo and Nick Cannon are living their truth and I respect that. Love doesn't have to look the same for everyone." Another commented, "I don't get how non-monogamy works with so many people involved. Sounds complicated." These reactions highlight the curiosity and debate surrounding non-monogamy, as well as the need for greater education about what it entails. For Neo, Cannon, and others, practicing non-monogamy requires a high degree of emotional intelligence and communication. Unlike traditional relationships, which often rely on implicit assumptions, non-monogamous arrangements demand explicit agreements about boundaries, expectations, and emotional needs. This level of transparency can be challenging, particularly in the public eye, where every decision is scrutinized. However, these stars have emphasized that the effort is worth it when it leads to fulfilling and authentic connections. "It's not about having it all, it's about building something that works for everyone," Neo said, encapsulating the philosophy that drives his approach. The visibility of non-monogamy in celebrity culture also raises questions about its impact on mainstream perceptions. By sharing their stories, stars like Neo and Cannon are helping to normalize conversations about relationship diversity, encouraging fans to question societal norms and explore what works for them. However, they also face the challenge of navigating public judgment, particularly in a culture that often equates monogamy with moral superiority. The criticism they receive underscores the need for greater understanding and acceptance of diverse relationship models.